Welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2019. Hope everyone had a great evening last night. We will be live tonight. We missed last night's show, but we'll make that up, do a full report this evening. For now, let's go ahead and start with our morning update. We got a lot to talk about. Right now, space weather, solar wind speeds coming in at 338.5 kilometers per second, very low. Density is at 4.6. Once again, 0 sunspots here, day number 34 in a row now, 271 in 2019. Now, if you guys look at the center of your screen, you'll see our star rotating around. That coronal hole that was Earth-facing is turning away from Earth. We should start seeing increased solar wind speeds from this particular coronal hole by December 18th into the 19th. Now, there is a minor coronal hole that is now developing and turning Earth-facing. That should be here, whatever effects that will bring us, somewhere around the 21st to the 22nd of December. And then there's another coronal hole, nothing major, but very minor, coming right behind that one as well. So we could see 3 different coronal hole wind streams from here through December 27th. Again, none of this is major, very minor stuff, 450 to 500 kilometers per second tops, in my opinion, just from looking at this here. Take a look at TCI, 3.22. It went up just a little bit from 3.17. Our KP indices are at a 1, and our 24-hour max is also at a 1. These are conditions prime for a watch for an earthquake. Somewhere in the 6s, possibly even a strong 7.1 is possible. We will keep our eyes open for that over the next 48 hours as well. And let's get right into our weather reports, shall we? Let's take a look. It's up, but not ready. That's all right. Let's move across the ocean here to see our friends in Europe. And action. Here we go. So let's put this in motion for us. And like we've always talked about here in the UK and Europe, rain, rain, rain. Henrik, our friend in Denmark, he's experiencing more rain showers. It's starting to lift up to the north towards Sweden and Norway. And London ending its showers right now, as it has been raining there pretty much overnight and this morning. Still some showers left from that. Scotland, you're getting some snow in the northeast part of Scotland. Ireland, right now, you are clear as a bell, or clear as a whistle, whatever that means. Today, cloud and intermittent rain gradually clearing for southeast Britain. Aside from odd showers near the coast, especially in Scotland, many other parts will be dry and bright. However, fog will be slow to clear in places. Rather cold for most places, by the way. Tonight, isolated showers may affect a few coastal fringes, but otherwise dry with some clear skies and frost. Fog soon returning, especially across the southern and central areas of the UK. And Wednesday, fog may linger for parts of eastern England. Otherwise, most areas reasonably bright for a time. Cloud and heavy rain in southwestern areas in northern Ireland later, accompanied by strong gales. And let's take a look at our flood watches here in the UK, if we have any additional. Yesterday we had 93. We're up to about 98 now. These are flood alerts. Be prepared for flooding. Flood warnings, there's 11. That's on the increase. And 0 severe flood warnings. So that's a good thing right there, that those 2 categories are low when it comes to flood alerts and flood warnings. But flood alerts just saying be prepared for possible flooding, and that is covering much of the UK as we speak. This is what the euro looks like over the next several days here in the UK. As you see, more rain on the way. By the 19th, 2 systems move in. A third one will arrive in the southern eastern part of the UK by the 21st. And then from there out, it's just wave after wave of rain invading Ireland, Scotland, the UK. And so busy weather pattern coming up for you folks as well. Take a look at the US, and man, has it been busy. Here's a current look right now of the severe weather that is moving through Georgia. And I'll report real quick on what's happening in the south as well. And then we go up the coast. We still got some severe weather possible for North Carolina. But then you get into the Virginia state line area, and it's just plain rain for the Washington, D.C. Now we start to see some frozen precipitation once we get into Philadelphia. Still rain, but Pennsylvania, State College, Altoona, they are experiencing freezing rain. East Stroudsburg And then as you go further north into Poughkeepsie, New York, right now, freezing rain and snow, but right now it looks to be, it's going to be staying in the snow side for a little bit. Bridgeport, definitely starting to see that ice, and that's the area of concern right there in Connecticut, through parts of southern New York. Not quite the city, but right where the purple is and the pink is right now is the biggest concern for freezing rain and ice accumulation in that area. Meanwhile, the capital region of New York starting to see some heavy snow move into Albany, also near Saratoga Springs towards the upper part of the state as well. We'll start to see snow, light snow developing across the northern parts, but moderate snow right now in Albany and southward as this storm has just only begun. But let's take a look. 3 killed in tornadoes plow from out Louisiana through Alabama. Storms in the deep south produced dozens of tornadoes on Monday. 1 person was killed in Vernon Parish, Louisiana. 2 others in a Town Creek, Alabama. A long-track tornado barreled across northwestern portions of Alexandria, Louisiana. People reportedly were trapped in their homes northeast DeRidder, Louisiana. 27 reports of tornadoes yesterday, folks. December 16th, 2019. The police chief of Town Creek, Alabama, reported that a husband and wife were killed and at least 4 others were seriously injured on Monday night when an apparent tornado smashed into town, according to the Associated Press. Unfortunate information there. Severe damage was reported at Hope Baptist Church and School on Louisiana Highway 28 of the airport in Alexandria. KLB reported no one was injured, amazingly. Highway 28 was closed from Stovall Road to the Walmart in Alexandria because of tornado damage. And according to Alexandria Police Department, no serious injuries have been reported. The department tweeted, but some buildings have heavy damage. Here's a picture of a tree on a house right here. Just one of many things. 14,000 customers were out of power yesterday at 3 p.m. Another 6,000 had no power in Mississippi. Mississippi also got in. They were the first ones to report tornadoes. Well, one of the first, I should say. Guys, I'll have more information and stats on this in tonight's report. And just absolutely talk about catching you off guard for a severe thunderstorm tornado type situation this time of year is not that common. It does happen. I was watching a little bit of the Weather Channel last night out of boredom, and they're trying to normalize this. And these look like scenes that you would have from an April-May day. Lots of damage across the south, folks. And yet we still have severe weather threats across Georgia through the panhandle of Florida as well. And Jacksonville, severe weather is possible today. Tornadoes, hail, but we're not looking at the intensity that we had yesterday. So I guess that's the good news. But there still is a possibility for tornadoes, hail, and strong winds across the south today. And we move a little bit further north now. Winter storm spreading wintry mist, snow and ice across the northeast on Tuesday. Snow, sleet, freezing rain is expected to spread across the parts of the region. The wintry weather will create more likely travel delays. Here we are at the current radar. This system is just now entering the northeast. Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, all starting to see snow right now at this hour. And northern parts of Pennsylvania trying to transition over to snow from freezing rain and ice. But here's a look for what we think is going to happen. That bright pink is going to be icing accumulation. Right now they're talking anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Snowfall forecast, not that crazy here in upstate New York. We're talking maybe 3 to 5 inches, 6 at most. Nothing major whatsoever. As far as this snow system, this is just a typical winter day here in the northeast. And there's your icing. The accumulation, again, 1/10 of an inch. There's a medium risk for that in Hartford. Other than that, it's just going to be slick. Folks need to take their time when traveling today. Slow down. Give yourself plenty of time to get to and from work. The commute this morning is going to be a little bit messy up here in the Northeast for sure. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts will all see travel issues this morning as you're heading in your way to work. And just to get a couple of snow total recap here, some of the top snows as of by Tuesday morning, this morning, California, 10 inches at Homewood Ski Area, 43 inches in Rabbit Ears Pass. That one, that includes snow totals from December 12th. Illinois, 8 inches in Valmeyer, 6.8 inches at the airport in Indianapolis, 11.5 in Kansas near Voland. Kentucky, 2.7 inches in Wilder. That's a decent amount for them. Missouri, 9 inches in Kingsville, 48 inches in Kansas City, 5 in St. Louis, 6 inches in Long Pine, Nebraska, 4.5 inches in Eaton, 3.8 inches in Dayton. Eaton is about in between Springfield and Dayton. So the general Dayton-Springfield area saw about 3 to 5 inches of snow. Pennsylvania, 3 inches near Champion and Jones Mills. Wyoming had 43.5 inches of snow on Snowy Range at 10,500 feet elevation. That also includes snow from previous snowstorm on the 12th. Here's our freeze line, getting colder. Pushing further south, just the east and southeast is what's not freezing right now, and that's where the severe weather is. Here's your winter storm watches and advisories, and folks, that's all it is. It's just a winter weather advisory for the most of us here in parts of the Northeast. The northern parts are going to get missed out of this altogether, but you see a couple of boxes here that are pink near New York City, and really these are on the Pennsylvania, New Jersey side. Those little pink areas, those are ice storm warnings, and again, that is where we saw the possibility for up to 1/10 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. So nothing major out of it, but still, 1/10 of an inch can cause some travel concerns as well. There is a look at our low temperatures. It's going to get colder too by tomorrow. We're going to see some major changes in some of these temperatures as this storm system that's sweeping across the entire United States. By the time it moves off to the Atlantic coast, there'll be much colder air behind this system. These shades of red will go away for sure by tomorrow. And here's what they're thinking today. Snow in the northern parts of the Northeast, ice in the southern parts of the Northeast. It's a mix and match here, yin yang. Showers and thunderstorms across the Southeast and the East Coast up to Virginia. And then tomorrow, a little bit quieter, just snow for most of us here in the Northeast. Light snow, 1 to 3 inches is possible. These are going to be snow squalls that are just going to have sudden burst. Whiteout conditions are possible for these as well. And then we start to settle down a little bit by Thursday. The Northwest, though, starts getting cranky once again. And like I said, I will show you guys the full GFS outlook out there, but we have some heavy snow and rain to talk about in the Northwest for sure. But much of the country is going to stay quiet and cold, and I do mean cold. Thursday, slated high for upstate New York is 12. Overnight low will be in the single digits, possibly near 0. All right, that's going to do it for me, guys. Hope everyone has a great day today, and we'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with a live report of the Grand Solar Minimum News. Until later on tonight, we will talk soon, and have a great day, everybody.
Do you like this show? Give us a thumbs up. Want to support us more? Share to your favorite social media platform, buy a t-shirt, or become a Patreon. All links are in the description below.